And I've noticed as well that I seem to be luckier, if that makes sense. Like, life just seems to be getting better just by not fapping. Are you somebody who's got a porn addiction or a masturbation addiction and you want to put a stop to that? Well, this is a video for you. So stick around because I need that watch time. So this video I'm going to be talking about my experience with NoFap, and I'm currently on day 17 of NoFap, and I'm going to start off by saying that it's actually had quite a big impact on my life and I feel like it has improved my life for the better. So let this video serve as motivation for your NoFap journey. I've noticed from NoFap that women want you more, they want to be around you more, they want to speak to you more, they want to get closer. That doesn't necessarily mean that she's going to want to be with you romantically. It's possible, and I would argue that NoFap will increase your chances on that level, but you're just going to find that people are more sociable with you and you're more sociable with other people, especially women. I've also noticed that I tend to be more alert, I tend to be less worried, less anxious, more confident in myself, feel less of a need to please other people, feel like I'm just me. And the good thing about that is that it shows that you're unapologetically you. You're not trying to be anything you're not. You have a kind of genuine, relaxed energy about yourself, and people like that. People flock to that because it's like, there's no bullshit with this guy. That's what people are going to perceive. I've also noticed that I'm more ambitious, I'm more motivated. I feel like I'm not going to struggle with my goals. I feel like if I'm setting goals now, I feel like I'm going to meet them, and I have no disbelief in myself that I can't achieve them anymore. I just know that it's going to happen. I know that I'm going to get 100 subscribers by Christmas. Obviously I can't guarantee it, but I have that level of confidence within me to tell me that yes, I'm going to achieve that as long as I put in the work, and that's already motivating for me. Obviously it doesn't guarantee success, but you are going to find that you are going to be much better at meeting your goals. Another thing about NoFap that I've noticed is that I feel like I'm more magnetic with people. I feel like my personality is much more resonant with people. Like, people, they just want to interact with me more, they want to speak to me more. It's like I'm drawing people to me. It's like I'm not really expecting people to come, but they just seem to flock to me. I went out last night for a few drinks with some of my mates, and out of nowhere this woman, she just sort of like introduces herself to me, and she shakes my hand, says, "Oh, hi, nice to meet you, what's your name? Oh, can I join you guys?" I didn't really want her to join us because she was a little bit strange, but I don't know, there's just something about it. I guess when you're comfortable in your own skin, and obviously I think NoFap does that. I think it rewires your brain. You become less obsessed with like sexual things, sexual interactions, and you become more present, you become more you, and you're just there in the moment. You're not thinking about sex, you're not thinking about pointless shit, you're focused on the moment, relaxed and comfortable in your own skin, and I think that just sort of draws people to you. And obviously it's going to make you calmer in social situations, in difficult situations, whatever it may be. And I've noticed as well that I seem to be luckier, if that makes sense. Life just seems to be getting better just by not fapping. I don't know what it is, I don't know how I can explain it, but it just seems like I'm not really having to try to get the things in life to come to me. But yeah, it just feels like I'm luckier, like the things in life are just, they're coming to me. I'm not really like reaching out and trying to get them, they're more just naturally gravitating towards me. Like, out of nowhere I'll get messages from people saying, you're a really good guy, you've really helped me. They'll say things like, you're really emotionally intelligent, you're very insightful, I really like your content, and I'll just get them randomly, and I genuinely believe that it's a result of NoFap, because I think NoFap, what it does is it affects you subconsciously. It rewires your brain, and your body language is different, your expressions are different, you're much more fine-tuned to being you, and that seems to just resonate with certain people, and you're radiating that kind of confident energy. And obviously when I do these videos, when I make these posts on my Facebook group, I think people will subconsciously interpret that, the output that I've put there, from a different level of consciousness. It just seems to have a knock-on effect in the physical world. I don't know if that made any sense whatsoever, but yeah. NoFap, I would recommend it 100%, because you no longer feel like you're a slave to masturbation, you're a slave to those urges. You feel like you're getting much more strength over yourself, you're more strength over the things you can't control. And when you stop fapping, you don't feel dirty anymore. Every time you fap, you feel disgusted with yourself, you feel kind of ashamed. That has an effect on your brain, it has an effect on your dopamine and your reward system. So when you refrain from masturbation, you, especially over a number of weeks, you just naturally have your mind focus on other things and better things. I'm currently on day 17 of NoFap. I would recommend it for anyone who's looking to rewire the brain. to be more productive, to just have a better life in general really. And I just want to finish the video by saying, if you're currently on NoFap right now, you are going to experience wet dreams. I know that's kind of disgusting, but hear me out. Obviously you're retaining your semen, your body's naturally going to want to release it, so you probably will have moments where you'll wake up but it's a bit of a mess. But yeah, don't let that discourage you, because that's normal. And maybe even for the first few months of NoFap, you don't even completely stop doing it, you just drastically reduce how much you do it. Because for me, I really struggled with that at first, and it wasn't until I really motivated myself. I would cut down, I would try to go no more than once a week, but now I'm at a point where I just don't care. And I think the first maybe 7 days are probably the hardest, and you will get urges, you will struggle to fight them at times, but just keep doing it, keep going, and always be thinking about the reward. Think about how it's going to make women more attractive to you. Think about the pheromones that you're going to release that are going to attract the women, and other kinds of benefits that NoFap's going to bring into your life. And always have those in mind, and just think, I could achieve so many great things by not fapping. Try and always keep that on your mind, and always be aware that obviously every time you do fap and you do give in to your urges, that you'll feel dirty. And remember that it's not going to help you, it's not going to do anything for you. I know it feels like when you get them urges, you feel like you need to do it, and it's like it's an addiction. But if you can power through it and stop, then you're going to see so many benefits. You have one day where you give in to your urges because maybe you're in bed, you're half asleep, and it's just so difficult. Just keep going, don't let that reset your streak. NoFap is about cutting down, and eventually you probably will get to a point where you don't need that anymore. You'll build up a tolerance. So yeah, my experience with NoFap, that's all I'm going to say about that.